Well, that wasn't very long. I bring to you a new draft league that I was invited to just days after I finished my last one. This is the TNT VGC Summer Draft. This is a draft ran by some of my online buddies from the competitive Smash Ultimate days. And as you can see, this is a VGC league, my first ever. I mean, I've done a 2v2 Wi-Fi multi-battle league before, but that one was over 5 years ago and it died after the first week. So this is gonna be a new experience. So this league, compared to the others I covered, is actually ongoing right now. As in, we're currently in week 7 as I record this. So hopefully, I can get a live recording of playoffs if I make it. So I've tried some Gen 9 VGC right around the first 2 weeks of Scarlet and Violet's release. I wanted to try some gravity plus population bomb shenanigans, which led to my appreciation of standee shocks in the format. As a spectator, I also came across some neat tech such as Endure Tatsugiri, multi-hitting your own Annihilate, and Fissure Spam. This VGC League is running the newly announced Regulation D, which consists of the extended Paldea decks, courtesy of Pokemon Home. So with a VGC League comes VGC rules, which means no Sleep Clause. And I can finally run my favorite item, Laxinsen. With the most important of all, free Terra. I'll also have to draft a whopping 13 Pokemon and battle in a best of 3. So this is gonna be very crazy. So first, let's go to my 13 picks. I wanted to try my favorite Spectrier and Urshifu combo from Gen 8 to see how they translated in double battle. But unfortunately, the single strike version was sniped, and Spectrier was sniped too, as well as the key support mon I wouldn't want either of them going against. So with my first 3 picks sniped, I at least got Urshifu Rapid Strike. Its stab combo isn't as amazing as Single Strike, but at least it can go through stashes and fairy types. It still packs a powerful CC, and that ability will finally be put to use to make it borderline broken. So my next mon was supposed to be Grimmsnarl, but with that and Spectre gone, I wanted my support mon right away. Husky was my round 2 pick, even though it was projected to be picked around round 5. Klefki can basically dictate what mode I want to play with moves such as screens, terrains, weathers, Trick Room, and Thunder Wave. Fairy Stab will also be beneficial for the 2 dark types that were sniped for me. So with Spectre gone, what I wanted for the 3rd round is a fast special attacker. Preferably Ghost to combo well with Shizu's close combat. Fluttermane was sniped, Dragapult was sniped, and that means there were no more good Ghost types. So all I got left with is Tornadus Darien. Its special attack and speed is barely enough, but hopefully I can get by with his high base power Hurricanes. Tailwind support is also pretty mandatory in a format like this. So for my round 4 pick, I have Gyarados. You're gonna see that I'm gonna be bringing a lot of comfort picks. This is because I don't want to be caught with my guard down in this new format. Gyarados is a comfort pick because I've used him a lot in Gen 6 double battles. There was this one specific EV spread I spammed on AV Gyarados because someone on the Smogon forums posted how they got 100 plus win streak with it in the Battle Mason triple battle mode. So yes, with the Intimidate and the ability to run AV fairly well, Gyarados will basically act as the glue to my team. Hopefully, it can force stuff to waste their item slot on Clear Amulet, as I proceed to not bring it. So now we get to Mousehold. There is the population bomb set that we all know, but I also wanted Friend Guard and redirection support. I know how great that can be thanks to my experience with Clefairy in VGC 17. It's nowhere near as durable as it, but maybe one Follow Me will be all I need. And also, owning Mousehold will mean that no one else can have it, so this indirectly nerfs anyone that drafts Annihilate. So after the mouse, we have my preferred partner in crime for it, Sandy Shocks. With booster energy, I can pull off the gravity population bomb combo, and electric stab is good to have with the abundance of water and flying types in this format. Gravity also doesn't just help Mousehold. It can also create a new mode for my team with stuff like Earth Power, Thunder, or Hurricane spam. So for round 7, this is round 7, yeah, I got Chestnut. I wanted to cover my bases by grabbing a wide guard user, as well as an extra ground resist. I'm not sure how good Chestnut is in VGC, but since it's a forecasted 7th round pick rather than a last round pick, it has to be doing something right. So after that, we have Bisharp. I wanted to get Tinkaton for the fake out, but it got sniped. So the next steel type available was Bisharp. Unlike Klefki, it is much more offensively focused. In fact, it has very powerful priority, and with Defiant acting as an intimidate deterrent, and being part dark, I can resist ghost types. Although it can't fake out, Eviolite can give it Tinkaton levels of special defense, and even more defense than Tinkaton. But no knockoff or no Kowtow cleave sounds really bad, so I'm really curious to see how Bisharp will perform as my fairy killer. Next up is Slowbro. I wanted a dedicated Trick Room answer, so that will be Slowbro's role. It honestly doesn't do much else, but I'm sure its special attack and bulk will be useful somewhere. Oblivious is also great, so Taunt and Encore can't stop it. Alright, now we have Weavile. This is a really long list. Next up is Weavile. Yes. So for Weavile, I initially had Tauros Blaze because of the Fire Water Grass core, but I realized I've already drafted this mon before, remember in the low tier league? So I instantly traded it over for Free Agent Weavile at the start of week 2. I know it sounds a bit hypocritical, because yes, I used Klefki before too, but Klefki was more of an emergency replacement. I didn't have a choice. So back to Weavile. I'm surprised no one grabbed it, and that it was projected to be drafted in the last round. It has a little more speed than Torn, which is good to encourage Dragapult to run a speed boosting nature. Ice Stab is also very important. And lastly, it has priority, including Fake Out. It should serve as a good cleaner. Why is it always... Next is Salazzle, another comfort pick from my VGC 17 team. Fake Out and Encore with that stab combination is pretty much all it needs. And Oblivious is really clutch in catching Encore and Taunt users off guard. Being faster than Iron Valiant is also huge, because that mod has been giving me so much trouble in Draft League. So now we have Espathra. This is the last one, right? Yeah, I believe this is the last one. finally, we have Espathra. I just wanted some cheese strats. We have lots of cheese with Espathra. In fact, it's so cheesy it got banned in singles. I'm gonna try to abuse that fact with Speed Boost Calm Mind or Speed Boost Weakness Policy. Or I can do Opportunist plus Mirror Herb. That is gonna cause a lot of stat boosts. And lastly, even its signature move can be pretty helpful, along with Speed Boost. I can basically have something special defense to help stuff like Sandy Shocks or Tornadus take over. But that's about it. Oh, wait a minute. No, there is one more. Last but kind of least, we have Iron Thorns. Now, this dock does not support 13 Pokemon, which is why I thought this was the last one, but I made my own liberties to somehow include the 13 Pokemon. It's not gonna show up in the format preview though. I'm gonna try to figure out how I can fit the 13th Mon over here. It's gonna be really weird looking, but we have to try. Anyway, the 13th Mon is Iron Thorn, because I wanted a Rock Slide user. Rock Slide is like the most famous move in VGC, right? Besides Protect. So at first I wanted Stonejourner because of Power Spot ability, but it got sniped. But I was totally fine with that because Iron Thorns is actually, I liked it better because I wanted more raw stats, and with Quark Drive I can even keep up with Electric Terrain teams. And plus, you're gonna see all my nicknames are gonna be Arknights themed nicknames. And with a Pokemon called Iron Thorns, it's gonna be really easy to come up with an Arknight's nickname for that guy. So yeah, it's not a bad mon if you can like control its speed and deal with the many common weaknesses it has. But yeah, that's it. We are currently in week 7. All I can tell you is that this is a really fun league. So yeah, hopefully I get to show some more of this the next week.